You know, I said I was gonna rock a messy bun today, but like, what is it? I think that was a mistake. My hair is not cooperating with me today. It is what it is. Anyway, hey y'all, I'm Kim, aka the Kimchilada on Facebook and Instagram, and welcome to episode 3 of the Kimchilada Mostly Crochet podcast. Now, I have a lot to talk about. I feel like it's not like I have a lot of projects, it's just there's a lot to say about them today. So let's get started. First, finished objects. My Edlothia Shawl is done and it's beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. I say finished, but this year has been kind of a big learning experience with crocheting, doing a lot of things I've never done before. One of those things is blocking. I've only blocked one other thing ever. So I tried to block this. I tried to steam block it, and it's too big for like my foam boards, and I didn't have enough pins, so I did like half at a time, and even then it was still too big, so I didn't really get to stretch out the end. So that's still a little like curly, but look at that thing. Look at this beautiful thing. I can't believe it. Like I said, I'm not a big shawl girl, but oh, look at all of that. I love it. I really do love it. It feels so nice. This is the Edlothia Shawl by Morbin Designs, and I used Lion Brand Mandala in the colorway Dragon, and I used about 2.5 cakes of that, and I love it. I mentioned it last time, but if you didn't watch the pattern, it's a free pattern, so can't complain too much. But if you do decide to do this pattern, check the comments, because there are mistakes. There are mistakes done in the written pattern. The charts seem fine. It has charts for all the parts. So if you know how to work with charts, there's not really any mistakes there. There is one, but it is mentioned on the chart. It lets you know on there. But the written instructions are wrong. Also, I managed to mess up at the end, and I think I read on maybe the crochet boards, I don't know, I didn't look more into it, and I could be completely wrong. I think they say, the Irish say that when you crochet, to leave, like you put like a piece of your soul in your project, so for you to make a mistake, and that lets your soul escape. So I made some mistakes at the very end, and I just let it go, because I noticed when I was like 2 rows ahead of it, and you know, at the end it's gotten so long, the rows take forever, but I said no, we're just gonna fudge it, and we did. And then I found like another mistake, another 2 rows down, and I was like, you know what, this is fine. It's one of those things that only I'm gonna know about, and I guess you guys now, so you know, don't tell people. It's a secret between us. Secret. So yeah, that's done. My Edlothia. She's really, really pretty. Gives me very like Swamp Queen vibes. That's what I think. Swamp Mermaid, which is my thing. Let's be real. Okay, next project. Now, I suddenly got the urge to make something different, and one of my goals this year is to try to get into my stash a bit. So I had started this with different yarn. This is Sam the Halloween Character is the name of the pattern, by Blue Rabbit Toys. It's a paid pattern. It's $5.75, and it makes Sam from Trick or Treat. Isn't he cute? Now, this is one of those like spur of the moment, I just want to make this and I'm gonna do it. So I just searched the pattern real quick, didn't pay attention to anything, frankly. So the pattern, I thought it had somebody holding it in one hand. So I thought it was like a small little thing, and till I started making it, and I actually started making it in a different yarn. And then I was like, whoa, this is big. I'm not gonna have enough for that. And I went to check back the pattern then when I was like, why is this so big? And they made it with sport weight, and I was using worsted weight. So then I had to pull this yarn out of my stash, which was actually, it's the Karen X Pantone. It's discontinued. And it's actually a little bulkier. It's a little bulky weight. So I think his head's a little bigger than it's supposed to be, but I think he's so cute. And this yarn, it's a fancy yarn. I didn't even know. I have two of those Karen Pantones, but one of them is the Karen Pantone Bamboos. And this one I thought was also bamboo, but it's not. It's wool, 60% acrylic, 20% wool, and 20% nylon. And what is it? Mushroom grayish, I think is the colorway. I didn't write that down. But yeah, there he is. I made this for my best friend. He loves trick or treat. And I didn't have black buttons. I don't know if you see. I didn't have black buttons, so I just painted some and the paint is already chipping off. But whatever, it'll do. He's so cute. I love him. I almost didn't want to give him to him, but he's so cute. I did want to sculpt his little lollipop too, but I haven't had time. My baby has been very clingy. I have a 2-year-old and a 12-year-old, and that 2-year-old has been just wanting me all week, has not been letting me work on stuff. So I got him done. That was a little one-day project. But if you've watched me before, you know I don't like amigurumis. They hurt my hand. They give me some trouble. So while working on this, I was like, let me work on a knitting project. Now, did I work on a sock? That would make too much sense to work on my socks. No. I made another project. Warning, bad language ahead. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can read it. It says, fuck 2020. I don't know if you can really see that. But yeah, it says fuck 2020. So this is what I worked on. A couple rows of that guy and then a couple rows of this. I just finished this one this morning and weaved in the ends. The dishcloth. It is the Fuck 2020 dishcloth by April Collins, free pattern. And I used loops and threads, cotton colors in the colorway Dune. And I think I got this on clearance, but I didn't mark the price and I got rid of the label. I just have it on my stash. Oh yeah. Last year my best friend made soaps for people. So this year I'm trying to think of maybe I should just make dishcloths and we'll do more soaps and they'll go together. I think you see a little better if I put it at an angle. So that's Fuck 2020. So yeah, there's that. And I like how the yarn ended up switching right in the midway point because I didn't do that on purpose. It just did it. So yeah, that's another finished object. And I think that's really everything that's finished. So another thing I started this week, I marathoned through Heather, the Crochet Witch's channel this week. And well, the past 2 weeks. And she made a two Magikarp Slouchy Hats. And I said, hey, I have some orange yarn I need to use up. Let me make that. Now I used some Karen Simply Soft I had, which is the brightest orange I have, but it's a thinner worsted weight, so it's kind of a little more see-through than I'd like. So there's the body done. Have the body done in his mouth. And then this is his tail fin is done. Need to put that on there. This is his bottom fin, little Magikarp. And then I'm working on his top fin, which these are all projects that should have been done, but my son has just been so clingy. So this is the Magikarp Slouchy Hat. It is a paid for pattern. It is $5 Canadian dollars by Becca DeCroon, I believe. All patterns, any pattern I talk about will be linked in the description. And if you friend me on Ravelry, I'm Kimbosis. I do have project pages for everything on there, if you're wondering. So Magikarp. He's on his way. Now, I wish I had used a different yarn. I was so worried that I wasn't going to have enough yarn. I weighed it and did the math to see how many, if it matched the yardage and everything. And I still have plenty of that yarn. I wished I had used a different orange. The same with little Sam over there. I wish I had used a different yarn, but after his big head, I didn't think that the brighter, I had another like gingery orange that would have been a better orange. But I didn't think there'd be enough. And now that he's done, I'm like, it definitely would have been enough. But whatever. he's done and he's cute, and we're gonna leave it at that. So yeah, I still have plenty of that orange Karen Simply Soft. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I need to find something to do with it. So there's that. Another thing, let me tell you, this podcast has been very good to motivate me to finish things, because I'm like, I talked about this last time, I have to finish it, otherwise I look like I can't get things done. So that was the podcast was my motivator to finish the baby hats I mentioned last time, but they're not finished. I have one more thing on them. These are little Grateful Dead bear hats that I was asked to do. I have never listened to the Grateful Dead, to be perfectly honest. I don't know much about them, but I know they have that little bear mascot. So all that's missing is the black inside of the ears. So I made a blue one. And this is Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn. I don't remember the colorway, but I know that's what it is. And then I sewed on, I don't know if you can see you can see my stitching. I appliqued that on there. They asked me to, since they're for babies, they asked me to sew them down. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So there's that one. And then we have this one. This is Red Heart Stripes in Polo Stripe. And there's that one. And then this is my favorite. This one is a combination of all kinds of yarns, and it's a rainbow one. So this is Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn. I think this pink and this orange are from a Karen cake. This is some of Mandala Gnome held double, because it's, a thinner weight yarn. This is Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn. This is Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn. And this is Big Twist, that Joanns yarn, I believe. So yeah, I thought it was all acrylic, but it turns out Karen cakes have some wool in them, and I did not know that. But whatever, hopefully it's not enough that it makes a difference when it's washed. I don't know. But yeah, isn't it cute? It's so cute. I love it. I hope, any deadheads out there, I hope I did them justice. Because I don't know, but I think they're super cute. Even if it's not recognizable as Grateful Dead, it's still a bear. It's a little bear. Yeah, so those are almost done. I will have those done. I told her I'd ship them off Monday, so they will be done either today or tomorrow. Hopefully today. It's not going to take long to do, so hopefully today. And my last work in progress is my sock. I got one sock done. This is the pattern Vanilla Socks by Crazy Sock Lady. The pattern has a full video, free on YouTube, but you can get the written pattern. It is paid for. I don't remember how much though. And look at it. I love it. It looks like, it reminds me of Easter or like confetti cake. The colorway, this is Blue Mule Fibers in the colorway Lonesome Dove. Now, the only thing with this, I think I need to go down a needle size to do the ribbing, because I feel like this ribbing is kind of loose. I don't know. And now, let me tell you. So I had planned to learn how to do 2 at a time socks. And I talked to the ladies at the yarn store where I bought this yarn. And they were like, yeah, you can do, they showed me how they do it 2 at a time on 2 24-inch needles. I bought a 24-inch needle there, and then I was going to use a 32-inch that I had at home for my second needle, and I said, no, let me go ahead and order a 24-inch. So I did. So I had my 2 24-inch needles. And then I was also like, no, I'm also going to learn to do toe up. And then I said, you know what? This is my first time buying a fancy yarn. I don't want to ruin it by trying too many new techniques at once. So I went to the YouTube and looked for tutorials on how to do just 2 at a time, cuff down, like I've been doing. And all the tutorials, now mind you, I didn't search too much, but all the tutorials wanted to show me how to do 2 at a time on Magic Loop. And I was like, no, I just bought these 2 24-inch needles to do with 2 needles, not with Magic Loop. And I was like, fine, I'll do Magic Loop. So then I start watching the video, and it wants you to have a 40-inch needle to do it in Magic Loop. I only have a 32-inch, and I kind of tried to start it, and it just seemed like it was too crowded. So I said, nope, we're not going to do that. forget it. And I just did this one on the 9-inch circular like I've been doing, and then did the decreases. I did the decreases on Magic Loop this time. I'm getting a little better with the Magic Loop, I think. But yeah, it's done and I love it. I love the colors. I like how it kind of pulled a little here. You see that? Like it goes kind of in a spiral right here. But I like it. I love it. It's so nice. And this is, I think, 75% wool and 25% silk. Silk. Very nice, very beautiful. So that's all I've been working on. Now we're gonna get into acquisitions. Now, I've gone a little crazy with the acquisitions. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Can y'all hear that? My cup likes to whistle. My favorite cup. It's Rae Dunn. It says witch. Love it. You know, I went on Pinterest looking at Halloween decor, and I saw a lot of Rae Dunn, and I was like, what's the point? It's so simple. And then I saw it in person, and I've joined the Rae Dunn fan club because it just lends itself to Halloween stuff so well, I think. Okay, so acquisitions. I did talk briefly last time. Let me get some of this out of here. About a project bag. This project bag came in and I am in love with it. So project bag by Home Row Fiber Company. And I saw Crochet Luna showed it and I said I must have that bag. It's like magic with hooks. And then do you see the constellation tattoos? Our little sheeps. And there's so many, look, little details in the fabric, the little moons in the twigs all over. And the lining is more of the little constellation sheeps. It's so cute. I'm in love with this bag, absolutely in love. So here's your holding strap and it is a drawstring. Wait, there we go. Home Row Fiber Company. And then it also says it on the inside. Yes, I am in love with this bag. I bought the last one they had. That's why I was like, it's meant to be. I have to have it. It's calling to me. So that's my first acquisition. A project bag. My first official bought project bag. And I think I picked a good one. Good one for a first. Love it. Obsessed with that thing. And then another thing I talked about. I got a knit crate. And I'm kind of disappointed. Now, I didn't look at the previews or whatever of what they put out of what they're gonna have, so I didn't know ahead of time. But I was hoping for something fancier, like a more colorful, more something, and it's not. I got gray. Now I do love it. It's a beautiful gray. It's a squishy. It's 75% merino, 15% nylon, 10% cashmere, and the colorway is slip. And this is who? Audine Wool's luxury sock yarn. Now I picked the box that's a like anything goes, so that you don't know what exactly you're getting. They just send you something. So yeah, and I did pick the eco-friendly version, so I didn't get the actual box. I got the bag instead, which is fine with me. And it came with a little, I forgot to bring it, little ruler, like a gauge ruler. That was cool. So yeah, so it's just gray, but it's okay. It's fine. I have a cowl I want to make. I'll insert a photo. This cowl, Home Row Fiber showed it on her Instagram, and I don't remember who it was by, but it's beautiful. I'll put all that info here and here for this cowl. I think this would be really nice for the main color of the cowl, and then use black for like the color work. But that's like far into the future that I will work on that. So that happened. And then, so my Edlothia shawl, I did mention last time that I thought I was gonna play yarn chicken, and there was no chicken about it. I was clearly not gonna have enough yarn. I ran out like 5 rows before I was done with it. So I went on a quick trip. I said, we're gonna go to Michael's and get one thing of yarn, because Michael's is the closest craft store. Completely forgetting, at least at my Michael's, they don't carry mandala yarn there. So I got there and I run back to the yarn section and there is no mandala yarn. And I'm like, crap, I'm here for nothing. I have to go all the way to Joanns, which is like a ways away. So I didn't get my yarn there, but while I was there, I said, let me go check out that clearance section. They've been having a lot of clearance. And I got me some clearance yarn. You know me, I love clearance. Now, first thing, sock yarn. They had some sock yarn. They had more Patons Croy. This is Patons Croy in, what color is this? What color is this? Route 66. Got 2 of those. And I don't know if maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. But I was looking at them trying to see what is the dye lot, like where is the dye lot on these? And I couldn't figure it out. Because if, you know, as you know, my last pair that I used, the Patons Croy effects, they don't exactly match. But I can't figure out what the dye lot number is supposed to be. And if it's any of the numbers I think it is, then I guess it's the same. I don't know. I'm staring at the label trying to, I don't know. But I got 2 of those. They're regularly priced $5.99. They were on clearance for $2.97. So there's a pair of socks there. And then I got 1 of these. They only had 1. This is $2.97. This is the colorway Cascade Colors. So I grabbed this one because I had already gotten one before on clearance. Same price, $2.97. But I was like, this looks darker than the other one, and it is. Look at that. They're the same colorway. They look totally different. Totally different. I knew it. I like this one better. But I figure either I can have some mismatched socks, or maybe I'll use these to try doing stripes. Stripe them together, and then it won't be too crazy, maybe. I don't know. So I have those 2. Now, well, I bought the one, already had the other one. Clearance, also $2.97 each. And then I saw this, and let me tell you, I am an idiot. I'm so dumb. I've heard Hannah from the Cozy Crochet Cottage talk about wool-like. And I saw it, and I said, cool, awesome. I'm going to buy me some of that wool-like. Now, I thought this was part of the name. So I got on Ravelry to put it in my stash. I hope my nails are clean. I got on Ravelry to put this in my stash. And I'm like, they don't have wool-like similane. What is that? Is it discontinued? Why can't I find it? It's just wool-like. This is, like, I guess in French. And I was like, they don't have wool-like similane on there. But it's just wool-like. I did not know wool-like was such a super fine yarn. So this is originally $2.99 on clearance for $1.97. I think because they changed the label. So they only had this one in the colorway beige, and it's so soft. It's so nice. I have a spiderweb shawl in mind because it's a super fine yarn. I feel like that would make a beautiful spiderweb shawl. So I got that. It's so squishy, it's so soft. So that was my other clearance buy. And that's all my clearance buy. So then I went to Joanns to get my mandala. I got my mandala, and I went ahead and picked up 2 Patons Croy, not on sale, but I got this one in muslin, and I also got a black one, and it's disappeared. I don't know where it is, but that's what I was going to combine with that gray for that cowl. But I can't find it, but it's just black. It's another Patons Croy, but in black. So I got those. And then, wait, there's more. One more acquisition. One more. And that is a fancy yarn. I got myself a fancy yarn. Now Instagram keeps on showing me all these really cool hand-dyed yarns and like Halloween colorways. And I said, I want some Halloween yarn. So I went on a hunt for some slightly lower priced, because I couldn't bring myself to spend $30 on a fancy hank of yarn. But I think I got a deal. Now I got this on sale for 18 something. I don't remember what the original price is. But it is by Pumpkins and Wool, and it is the colorway Monster Mash. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it has sparkles. You see that? Look at all the sparkleness in it. It has that beautiful sparkle all the way through. It's called Monster Mash. This is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% gold stellina. And it is a 2-ply. And then it says it's fluorescent, but I didn't think anything of it. But my roommate was like, does it glow in the dark? Go find out. And I use a black light as a nightlight in my bedroom. And oh, this baby glows. There's a knot. How dare they? Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It was on sale anyway. But I'm gonna insert a photo of it glowing because ooh, this baby glows. Ooh. Now I did think that maybe I would use this for the cowl since it is kind of Halloween-y in a way, the cowl pattern, but I don't know, maybe I should just make some cool socks so I can use it more often because I am in Houston, Texas, and it does not get cold. We're cold right now at the cold front, and it's like in the 60s. I think the high is still like in the low 70s, but it's freezing for us. So I wouldn't get much use of a cowl, but I could make some socks and get a lot of use of that. But it's so beautiful. I wish you could see just how sparkly this is in person. It's super, super sparkly. I love it. So I got that. Very excited. And that's all. That's all I got. Like that's it. Just a little bit of something. It's way more than I should. I keep telling myself I'm not buying any more yarn. I need to get through my stash. And I started. That Magikarp and Sam used up some stash yarn. So that's something. But I found out I have a lot of this. And I found a pattern a while back for it's a collar that's in crocodile stitch. And it actually has like sleeves that attach to it. And it looks very Renfesty to me. Like kind of armor, but like a fairy armor because it's like leaves. I don't know. There's something about it that I really want to make it for Renfest. And since, I have at least a year, because who knows how this whole coronavirus thing, if it'll be over next year, hopefully, so I can do my Renfest thing. I feel like it would make a really cute costume piece, but I didn't think I'd have enough of this, and I do. So I think I'm going to use the rest of this to try to make at least just the collar part. I don't even know if I need the sleeves because it's usually hot. We very rarely get a good cold time at Renfest. So I might do that. I don't know. But yeah, those are all my works in progress. Why can I never? All my whips. All my whips I have right now. And yeah, so I have to finish those baby hats. Today, I hope I get them done today. And that Magikarp, I want to get it out of the way. So I have those done. And then I need to work on a witch hat. That I've had the hat done. I've had it done forever. All I need to do is attach a couple of stars to it and take photos of it and put it in my Etsy shop. That's it. And I just keep putting it off. I don't know why. But now that I've mentioned it to you guys, I'm mentioning it to you guys to hold me accountable. Y'all aren't going to. But in my mind, I'm like, oh no, I'm letting y'all down. So I need to finish that. And I have a little vampire I've been working on forever that I need to finish. It's almost done. Like his body is done, his head, like all his head, his body is done, his arms are done. I just have to do his ears and his little wings. I just need to finish it. I have that for my best friend that's also getting the Sam. Yeah, hopefully next time I talk to y'all, I have all these done and those things done. And who knows what else. Who knows what else I have done. So yeah, thanks for watching again. Tell me what you're working on. What do you think should I make that cowl with that fancy yarn, or should I just do that gray? I don't know. Well, I'll talk to y'all next time. Feel free to, like, subscribe. If you don't like this, dislike it twice. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye, y'all.